good. It's a great pleasure. You've flown all the way from Toronto to be with us here
It was
in
worth
London.
a ride. Yeah, there were good movies on the plane too, so that's cool.
Okay, you're a songwriter, lyricist. You've got a new CD, or you collaborate on a new CD with musicians all the way from Toronto.
That's right.
The CD is called Greek Style, and it's for a benevolent cause where the money is going to a very good cause to help SOS Children's Villages in Greece.
That's right.
A bit more about yourself and your involvement with your fellow musicians on this
Okay,
lovely
well,
CD.
Back in Toronto, been playing Greek music for a long, long time. We got a really, really great Greek scene there. Lots of live music, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really glad about that, happy about that. So with this CD, it was just one thing led to another. I just had these songs, wanted to record them, called this guy from this band, that guy from that band. There is no Greek style band because all of us are in our own bands and really successful bands. But I'm lucky enough to know them, like I said, and lucky enough to play with them. And when I call them and say, guys, I got a couple of beers here for you to come and record, they'll say yes. And like I was saying, while we're listening to the song, most of the time they didn't know what was going on. Just play these chords, dude, play these chords. And, a few months later, had this CD and said, here you go, this is what you played on. And everybody was blown away by the fact that the CD sounded so great. And then the big one with the kicker was, oh yeah, and by the way, we're going to sell it and all the money's going to go to SOS Children's Villages Greece. Did a lot of research, and I think SOS Children's Villages Greece is probably the best charity to go to, especially right now with all the stuff that's going on in Greece. If you want to know about some of the things I've learned about SOS Children's Village and the katastasi, the situation there right now, we all know about the austerity measures, right?
Yes,
In
it's
Greece,
quite strict. And
yeah, and whether, we can have our opinion saying, oh, well, the Greeks got to learn to tighten their belts and they got to do things properly and pay their taxes. We can have that attitude, or we can have that attitude like, what the heck is the government doing to us? They're going to kill us, right? That's another story. What I learned in my research to find out which charity to give all this money to was that last year, in one of the austerity measures, charities in Greece are now subject to taxes. And Greece, that makes Greece the only country in the world where charities have to pay tax. And another thing is, charities also have to pay land tax now in Greece. And I'm not sure if too many charities anywhere in the world have to pay land tax. And SOS Children's Villages has 3 locations like villages in Greece, right? And they also have youth houses and social centers as well. So you're talking about a lot of land. Last year they paid 165,000 euros in taxes, where charities around the world wouldn't be paying that. Now 165,000 euros could go and help a lot of kids. So we got to sell a lot of CDs now.
is that
You want to hear about what they do? It's they've got the 3 locations. SOS Children's Villages is just what it sounds like, villages, orphanages, right? What they do is they provide abandoned and orphaned and destitute children with a permanent home and suitable education, right? They have 3 of these villages in Greece, in Vali.
that's where the money's going to 3 villages in Greece
That's
to help
right.
specifically the children.
Right.
Tell us those 3 locations again for our listeners.
In Vali,
Yeah.
that's just past Glyfada, right? That location, they started building it in '79, opened in 1984. They house 13 families, and not families as in mom, dad, kids. These families are houses, right? Which handles 95 children. Second location opened up in Thessaloniki, actually, Blagiari, opened up in 1998, and that houses 75 children in 10 houses. And the other one, they've got the third one, in 2005 they opened at Alexandroupoli, right? And for the first time, this one combines closed social services and open daycare. They've got 6 houses for the closed social services, which house 35 children, and they've got a social center and daycare. So that's pretty exciting. But then, they've got these 3 locations. Also, trying to make this quick, they've got youth homes who, once they hit their teens, just say, what are we going to do with these kids? They've got youth homes. They've got one in Paliofaliro in Athens, and they've got another one in Thessaloniki. And these ones, they've got 6 apartments in Athens, 36 residents, and they got 14 residents in Thessaloniki. What these do, they continue their education, get them ready for jobs and stuff. So And
as you was telling me, it's a progressive charity.
Yeah.
Also, they deal with children from very young, and of course the official title is to our lovely listeners is SOS Children's Villages in Greece, concentrating those 3 local areas. But as they get older, they do help and assist them with
that's right. If
their
they
teens,
do,
as you say.
these are like I said, these are orphan children and stuff. You're hoping that that they can get on their feet by the time they're teenagers, but if they can't, they do provide more assistance, and that's great. So like I said, you do a lot of research on this and you realize this charity is you're getting a lot of bang for your buck if you're going to help out this charity.
London Greek Radio, lgr.co.uk. You can always follow us through the power of Twitter, of course, at LGR1033, London Greek Radio Facebook, and I'm joined by my new Canadian friend from Toronto, Taikos.
Right, I'm starting to talk like you now.
You like that kind of English Shakespeare accent?
Austin Powers.
Oh, I can only do it for about a minute and I lose it. I'm not Madonna,
Okay, welcome again to London Greek Radio. I understand you're here for a few days to chill out, also promote the CD Greek Style through the community here, the Barigia London.
Right.
We had quite an interesting chat off the air saying that Canada has a strong, vibrant Greek community. They have their own radio station, a bit like us.
Yeah, it's
Probably
great.
not as good as us, though,
No, well, we don't have the English accents.
Greek Style, how can our listeners who are based here in London, also those listeners through the internet who are tuned in other cities, other countries, and we get quite a strong audience on lgr.co.uk on our live stream, how can they get their hands on this CD?
The easiest way, go to Facebook, type in the Greek Style page. Once you're on the Greek Style page, you can go to band profile. There you can hear the songs, you can see the videos, and we've got videos, we'll have videos for every song. We've got more than half of them up there. And then you can purchase the songs right there on the band profile on the Greek Style page on Facebook. So that's an easiest way. Also, when you're in Toronto, you stop by Greek City Video and you pick up a copy. And they're great people. And also, Greek World Music. Okay? You can go on their website, and I'm pretty sure it's up on the website right now. And you know what? There's a link on Facebook too, Greek World Music, right? And they're great people too. So we've got a lot of places you can get it, and a lot of avenues. And in London, once we confirm where we'll be able to sell the CD, where we're going to be selling it by next week, just let your friends here know, and they can go and get a copy. It's awesome.
Okay, thank you very much, Taikos. It's a great pleasure having a Canadian Greek
Thank you.
here at LGR. A bit of flavour. You can go back and say we've got quite a vibrant little community
Awesome.
here in London.
Yeah, I just got to get some fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Hey.
And again, look at crofty. Okay, thank you, Taikos. Thank you again. And listen to one final track from the Greek Style.